Hi guys, this is going to be just a brief little video, and maybe some of you already know this stuff, but maybe some of you don't. So those who don't, enjoy it and maybe use it, and those who already know this stuff, you can just skip it. What I'm going to demonstrate or show you about is brush cleaner. This is a way of keeping your paint brushes usable, pliable, sharp and pointed if you want. And so I've just finished using these two with a oil based paint, and I was doing some just a little touch up of some rust spots on a machine gun shield, and I rinsed them out in the medium in the white spirits. Okay. And normally in the past, that's where I'd finish it. I'd just take them then and stick them in the jar, and that'd be it. Okay, but I've learned through my other hobby, which is oil painting, that you've really got to take care of your brushes a lot better than that. Or just, some guys say don't clean them at all, but I like to have a nice clean brush with a nice point on it when I go to paint. So the first thing to use is some type of cleaner. Okay, this is a Winsor & Newton brush cleaner and restorer. I've been using this lately. Also, one of the things you can use is a brush cleaner and preserver soap. This stuff, you just wet the brush and then scrub it around in here, and it's amazing. You think the brush is clean, but then as soon as you scrub it around, all this paint comes out. And what happens is the paint will collect in the base of the brush and into where it goes into this little metal part here, and it'll just get hard and caked in there, and you'll think the brush is clean, but it'll slowly get less and less pliable, and as this will creep up and the deposits will form. So it's pretty important to clean the brush thoroughly after you use it. I'm going to show you briefly how I use this stuff here. I just pour a little bit of it into a plastic container. This is one designed for brushes because it's got compartments, and then you just clean it around or dab it around until it, and I don't know how much of this you can see, but the solvent is definitely getting a lot more murky than when it was just first poured out. So then I just take a paper towel and clean the brush, or dry the brush, and then maybe do one more application, dry it again, set it down. I'll do the other one here. Let's see, this one, a little bit more of the paint. I was using a burnt umber paint, so that's coming out pretty good, and then I just wipe it off. And then this stuff here, this is the used cleaner. I'm just going to use a paper towel and just kind of blot that up and clean out my little cleaner dish. That's all I use this for, so I don't have to be too careful. And I'm just going to throw the paper towel away. And now you take this stuff, which is the brush shaper, and this is going to give you a nice pointed brush, or especially in this case where this is a purposeful pointed brush. And it'll be a little stiff when after you dried it, but just leave it like that, and just when you go to use it, just flake the stuff off, and then you can put it in the paint and use it like that. But anyway, you just take the brush shaper, and it's kind of a milky fluid, kind of soapy, and you just take the brush and carefully point it. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a nice point on that brush. And then the other key to when you do this is when you put the brush away at first, you don't put it away in a jar standing up like that. You have to have some place to rest the brush horizontally and let it dry that way, so that the fluid or any liquid won't just settle into this ferrule here and then cause the bristles to rot. So you can just store it in a horizontal position and wait for it to dry. You can then take it and just stick it upright in your brush jar like that, but until you're ready to use it again. Okay, I'm taking this second one that I've cleaned and just kind of squeeze out the excess brush shaper until it forms a point. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and then that one. Okay, these two both have to go over here and they have to dry. That's what these brushes are doing here, they're drying. Okay, that's about it on brush maintenance and care. It's one of those tedious little things that pays lots of dividends and makes the hobby more enjoyable in the long run, because there's nothing more unenjoyable than going to use a brush and find out it's been ruined by too much paint clogging it up and left dry, or the bristles rotting because you didn't store them well when they were drying, etc. Okay guys, see you next time.